Just letting you know this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Asha Media TV Club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Fringe.
So, if Nina's in on it with him, and you know I'm still very much suspicious that William is alive, and are they going to have it now where William is still kind of in cahoots with Nina in terms of partnership? There's a lot of details, so. Okay, let's see what I can just kind of comb through and gist, really? Bear with me. Let's kind of start a little bit from the beginning. Work our way back to the end. So I'm just going to scroll through a little bit. Let's start with Broyles, checking out the footage of our double Lincolns. So far, no one has mentioned here as club members if there is, a nickname for alternate Lincoln there. Red versus Lincoln. So I'll just go Lincoln 1 and Lincoln 2. Or I guess I could just go blue Lincoln, red Lincoln. How about that? Anyway, so I'm looking at Broyles right now, just a close-up from the beginning where he's looking at the footage, and essentially, I mean, jury's out. I guess we'll see. I'll see. To what extent is he part of this plan? How much does he know? And then they have had moments where they're showing him seemingly regretful, maybe, or even just like he doesn't want to be a part of this. Especially that part where Jones had his shapeshifter kill off those people in the hospital. There was a quick moment close up on his face where it seems as if he didn't want that to happen, essentially. So that's where I'm just like, okay, maybe he's not a shapeshifter. That's a little too much emotionality there. But I guess I'm open to whatever possibilities. But one way or the other, I look forward to seeing how much of it he's a part of in terms of the grand scheme of things that Jones has planned with Nina now. And how much of it he doesn't. And then looking back here at the beginning parts, why did they even bother showing this scene with him and this concoction? And that's where I'm like thinking, is that something for him he injects himself with? Yeah, because I never went back to this situation with this needle. I just see him put it in his pocket. That's about it. So not taking it much granted with this show. It's going to mean something. Okay, let's move forward. Oh yeah, the scene with him killing off his daughter-like shapeshifter. That was pretty intense, but the point was made. You know, if he's willing to go that far, then he's willing to go very far. Really be brutal against those he doesn't care about. That was nicely performed and nicely executed in terms of the visual depiction of it. Especially that one moment where you have her in the tank behind him, and he's just at the side of the frame. It's very nicely, just visually nice to see. Okay, let's move a little forward now. I love the interaction between Peter and Red versus Astrid. That was really cute. And just even that brief moment where Peter gently pats her on the arm and she kind of just reacts to that a little. I think it's supposed to kind of show the autism aspect of it, as some of you have described her, Jessica and Nicole, kind of her performance is based on someone who likely has a form of autism. Either way, her reaction to it was just really, really cool. I liked it. And the one-liner that she said to him, can't remember it again, but it was just that, oh yeah, when she's like, are you really from another timeline? And it was the line before she said, cool. the way she said it was just awesome. Nicely done. Okay, so we have, of course, all those sequence of events of Jones outsmarting them, tracked money. That was pretty fun. Being given out to the masses to evade them, and then in the end crossing over. And now the whole thing of the minerals or the stuff they were getting, if a small amount had the effect, then what is the purpose of a large amount of that? Destruction. Like plain and simple destruction of, I guess, the red verse, since he crossed over back to the prime verse. I don't know. It's not good. It's nothing good. I think that's clear at minimum, for sure. Well, I think I said enough, but I'll acknowledge it one last time just because it was just nicely done. And that was the round table scene, or the square table scene of all of them, all the alternates sitting around. And I had jokingly said in a previous reaction, I want to see them all have lunch at a table, just chilling out, sort of like I was thinking like of a Last Supper kind of thing, just because there's so much religious and Catholic more undertones. Either way, I was thinking of along those lines, but not necessarily just, Walter at the center. And I guess, you know what, I still can kind of play with that in saying that Walter is God, Peter is, the son, and the others are the apostles. Okay, I know it's, I'll leave it up to you how crazy that may sound, but to me, that's how I'm kind of seeing it. Okay, that's how I've always kind of saw it in terms of that kind of allegory there. But okay, yeah, the part where Elizabeth is being essentially Walter's white tulip. I was a bit nervous because I was like, is that going to be enough just to say that you forgive him? But it's enough. I mean, it was very effective, very effective. But what really gripped me, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not necessarily her forgiving him. It's John Noble's performance of receiving that forgiveness. The beats, I mean, what's got me to cry the most in all the episodes where I've cried is not necessarily the content, it's the delivery of the content. I mean, I'm thinking back at the first season, right, where Peter sings the lullaby to help Walter go to bed. It's Josh's performance of the lullaby, because if he sung it in a different pitch or what thereof, who knows how that would have affected me. Anyway, that was a great scene. All right, so I'm not picking any favorites. I'm just acknowledging where I go and putting in my 2 cents of what I think could be possible, what's going on, and leaving the rest up to you to correct, guide however you can in a spoiler-free fashion and in a hint-free fashion. That would be very helpful. Thank you very much. Alrighty. And I guess since I'm on it right now in this moment, I will just quickly say, one of my Peter and Olivia, just that moment where he's looking at her, and I know he's thinking of his Olivia, my Olivia, the Olivia that I look forward to hopefully seeing him get back to. And I'm crossing my fingers that it'll be at the end of the season, season 4, leading into season 5. And then it's going to be a whole new world. Well, hopefully the same world from season 1. I'm not going to hold my hopes up too much, though, because, if they ended off season 3 erasing Peter, and then we have the Observer, I have to always keep remembering Observers, and then now apparently Olivia has to die, so for now, my wacky theory, or my wacky presumption is Peter might get his wish to go back to his timeline, but then whatever happens to Olivia in this timeline would be maybe its own issue that leads into season 5, since in the last episode, September is all like, in everything I see you in, you die. So, stop there, because then I'll get a headache trying to figure anything else out beyond that point. Okay, So there you have it. My reaction, my afterthoughts about this episode, episode 9, Enemy of My Enemy of the 4th season of Fringe. If you want early access to my reactions to Fringe way earlier than what you're seeing here on YouTube, join my club. Details is in the description box below for you. All right, people, so until episode 10, I will see you then. I meant to rhyme there. Peace out.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.